you want to review recent events, you should check the corpus. Why not open your ring terminal and take a quick look?
No, I'm good. Yeah. So this is gonna be a quick session. Don't have a lot of time, so let's just get to it. Actually, no, I remember putting the vehicle in the garage. I should get that. Yeah, put a bunch of materials because I have where's the, there it is, garage. Yeah, take that. And then we'll take the materials. Yeah. No, not that one. Some facility storage, yeah. Alright, ready to go. Let's see what this main order is.
You to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map.
Uh-oh, ticking clock.
Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Deliver the test subject kangaroo to the animal shelter. I have to rescue it first. Oh boy, okay. Yeah. Oh, and if I take this on, I will be very... yeah, it's like it's a grown animal. Do not submerge. Okay. Alright, I don't think this is going to be a place where I'll be driving this pickup. This off-roader. Yeah. I'm kind of like in a valley with a lot of trees in the way. Yeah. Okay. Lying prone in the forest to the south of the shelter. 30 minutes, okay. Well, we will be placing all this stuff back in storage. I don't think it's going to be of any use right now. I feel like if I were to, if anything were to happen, all of these precious materials will go to waste, so let's not do that. Let's just place that in the private locker for now. Don't think I need all of these ladders. Put that at there. Okay. What do I have with me right now? Oh, why do I have these ceramics? Place that in the private locker as well. Okay. Yeah, blood bags, all of this stuff. I think that's good. let's bring this along anyway, and then stop whenever I run into a place where I can't really drive anymore. Let's take it as far as we can. Oh, I did not actually take the order. What am I doing? You know what? I'm actually gonna offload more stuff. I don't think I need to be bringing all of this. I think I need to bring a lot of shotguns. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, just place all that stuff there. Yeah, maybe just 2 ladders will be enough. Yeah. I think tools are what I need for this this order, not really weapons. So. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay, let's do this.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Yeah, that's it's a good thing to know. It's gonna be a traversal challenge, not really a combat challenge, so I can just offload anything that I don't need that, like weapons. I guess no, like the grenades, it's fine because I got pouches for that, and I guess like the one handgun. Yeah, like looks like it's kind of like a straight shot, right? Yeah, I can just cross here now, so I don't have to worry about crossing it because this river right here, it's still pretty shallow. What is this? Hillsides covered in lush greenery. Erosion. Eucalyptus trees that grow here have also been known to cause bushfires. Ah, bushfire. Okay, that is going to be the main thing here, I think. That's what's going to happen. And now I remember that I got that tar gun, which puts out fires. Yeah, I need to fabricate that. Yeah, prone to dryness. Yep, that's what's going to happen here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Completely dried up. River basin shows no signs of bushfires. Oh, maybe I should place a marker there. Yeah, let's just remove that. I don't know why that's B. And this is a... yeah. I'm gonna need ladders to get up here, I think. Yeah, I think ladders. Because elevation is gonna be the problem. Need to bring ladders. I don't see a need to like actually bring climbing anchors for this this part. It's all uphill, and they look pretty steep. So
commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commence delivery route finalized.
okay, I need to make a tar gun. Yeah, tar cannon, yeah. Extinguish fires. Tar expels has a restorative effect. No, I don't think we'll be dealing with B. I don't think the game will be mean right now to also bring up BTs while fires are happening. So let's bring 2. Oh, that's all. That thing's huge. Okay, well... Okay. Advanced enhancements. Yeah, let's set that on. Because I think I'll be needing that help while I'm dodging fires and carrying a prone kangaroo on my back. Okay. We are gonna put these in why can't I put this in the private locker? Let's put that there for now. Oh wait, no. Those were already in the private locker. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. Probably don't need a bowler gun. Put that in the private locker. Put that away. That away. We're outside the chiral network. I don't need this right now. Okay. Handgun holster, grenades. Grenades are just gonna be grenades. This is fine. Blood bags are also just blood bags. Don't have to worry about that. It's everything else really. So I need to bring the ladders and the tar cannons. Might just bring one more ladder. Yeah, let's bring one more ladder. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Order accepted.
30 minutes. Let's go. We need to cross this now.
Very impressive work, Sam. What in the world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Yeah, that's what I figured was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna happen more naturally, but looks like somebody deployed some munitions in the area. Oh, there they are. Everything's burning. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just gonna dodge these, but I think there's gonna be... Oh, what? Holy shit. Oh god. Okay. Getting close. I'm not gonna deploy this hard cannon until I need him. Oh, there's one right here. How do I use this? It's very nice of whoever this person is to lay this down. And I think I can keep using these as long as they're deployed on the ground. I can carry them, but their ammo will deplete. I'd have to put them down again so that I can actually refill their refill the ammo, like the tar. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, deploy. Yeah, now we're gonna need to do this. Yeah, plenty of time, 30 minutes. Let's make this do this safely. We're gonna be looking for the kangaroo in this area. I hear grunting. Oh, it's there. I see it. Oh, it's on the ground.
Over there. I see the kangaroo.
Oh no.
Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
Yeah, I will do that. I just need to make sure that the coast is clear. Okay. It's an animal carrier. Yeah, we just had that all along. Alright, carry on back. Okay. I have to go to cargo management. It's too big. Too much stuff on my back. Alright. Let's see. Well. Probably just needed to bring the one. That's fine. Offload that. Do I need to get rid of everything on my back? That might be the case, actually. Let's do this first, and then offload. Yeah, because this takes priority. Oh, okay. And that takes up all the space on my back. Or not. I can actually still, alright. Okay.
Alright, time to make our getaway.
Alright, this is what we'll do. Carrying right hand. And, let's see. This is the one we have right now. Yeah? And this is what we'll do. We will, no, this is what we'll do. Deploy that. And maybe somebody else can actually use this. And we will take this one. Carrying right hand. Equip. Okay. And then let's do this again, auto arrange. Okay. So, where are we? We're here right now. Okay, go to the custom regular A. Alright, now that's where we're going. Okay, and then no, we'll just cross this.
Look out, Sam! Fire!
Oh god.
We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Okay. I can't just very slowly walk through that. I need to just book it. Okay. Here. Equip. And deploy. Oh, steep slope. Shit. Okay, in that case, we are moving forward. which direction? Over there. Away. Jesus Christ. Yeah, who could this be? It is actually, deploy this now so that we can get some ammo back, some power back, while we get rid of these fires. Okay. Okay. And keep on going. Put it away. That way. Through the fire. Going through hell to save this kangaroo. That's how much we love wildlife. I don't even know where I'm going at this point. Just forward. Okay. Alright, let's put it down so that we
Still
can
not sure how we survived that. Anyway,
get some tar
we have a
back.
Cupid to connect, right?
Yeah. Just refilling the ammo. Get it back to 400. Just in case. There's one last firewall. Alright. Alright. We should be good. Didn't have to go through there, actually. Okay. Yeah, we need to wear the hat. We need to wear it backwards, too. Yeah, we need to put the stuff back on. Also, we just went through all that fire. Why don't we have a drink of water? You know? Our parched throat, too. There you go. I didn't even need ladders.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
There you go, buddy. You're safe now. Oh, there's a whole group.
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Decoy hologrenade. Grenade that produces a decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. Must be activated manually once thrown. The hologram produced will depend on what the nearby enemy is doing. Can be stored in a grenade pouch. Well, that's smart. it'll do what it'll react to whatever the enemy is doing. That's fun.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the timefall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program. Hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No.
We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Rainey, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yeah, that's a lot of level ups for my virtuous stat. I guess it's because of all the connections with the other people. Oh no, the bridge link stat, yeah, and that's why I got the nickname virtuous. Yeah. All right, so yeah, the timefall does not affect Rainey at all, it seems, and she can just control it. That's incredibly powerful. I wonder if she's like another Doom sufferer, a different level. Yeah, that's usually the thing that explains people having supernatural powers in this world. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough the details of her condition.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers.
What's so special about this kangaroo?
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject.
Gonna turn into a chiral kangaroo. You mentioned reserve?
It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations.
Alright, I'm heading out. Also, are your boys just gonna be standing there all this time, not even saying a single word? Not strange at all.
Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Yeah, okay, will do.
Well done.
Yeah, let's go learn more about Rainey. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending this hour or so of gameplay just to make even more progress on the story.
Hey! Hey, you.
Yeah, it turns out I only really need one tar cannon. Let's share that with other people. It's in the tool rack. No, let's give him a fresh one. There you go.
Thank you for
Yeah, because you can just refill this just by placing it on the ground.
Contributions are welcome.
So we don't really need to be carrying more than one. Okay, cool. Gotta make those hollow grenades, but we'll just go to the bridge first, see what's going on. What's up with Rainey? Tell us more about yourself and your OP powers.
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5 meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm.
Forgot to take off the sunglasses.
Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
Alright, yeah, okay, so within like close proximity of Rainey, she reverses the effects of timefall. Also, still baby syndrome, right? Okay, 7 months. There's a connection with the bridge babies, who are also apparently stuck at 7 months old. Yeah, it makes sense why they look like that. And now, of course, with how much this condition has been brought up, and then there was like a hint drop. I mean, not even a hint. Like, yeah, like we already met some of those preppers back in Mexico, like Sam said, that had the same thing, had the same problem. I'm now starting to think maybe Lou is somebody who would have, I don't know, maybe was still baby for a bit before they got turned into, before she got maybe turned into a A BB? Yeah, probably. Also, yeah, higher beach, beach multiverse. Yeah, there's that whole thing going on. Dollman, what's up?
No need to rush while getting ready. In your own time, Sam. Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for.
Oh, okay, so that is like a naturally occurring phenomenon. It's not something that was triggered by any like malicious actor, like an active agent. Like I initially thought, no, that's yeah. Of course, it happened with that delivery, just so that it introduced to the concept of the player. But yeah, okay.
Ever wanted to learn more about the various creatures housed at the animal shelter, Sam? Well, there's a speaker outside the facility that they use to broadcast updates. Might be good to check in on some of the animals we've taken there once in a while. I'm so glad that we were able to save that kangaroo's life. It's easy to forget that humans aren't the only creatures affected by the Death Stranding. Protecting our remaining wildlife isn't just the right thing to do. It can also help us to better understand how the environment has changed. Rainey was a vision to behold. To put out that fire so effortlessly. Her powers are incredible, don't you think? The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object. Are you curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's because Rainey lets me shower in her core fall from time to time.
What? I guess she just has to. Yeah, you just have to be within close proximity of her. I think that's how also Fragile. That explains Fragile's the rest of her body, like more youthful appearance. Yeah, because they made a note of how in that cutscene where Fragile first recruits Rainey, her hand was like, yeah, her hand still looked like it was old, right? Because that was her whole backstory in Death Stranding 1. Like the rest of her body, in in that problematic Kojima storytelling treatment of women, always gotta show off their bodies, and then yeah, like except like her face was covered, and Higgs made her run through the time fall to get that bomb out of that city. Yeah, that's what I remember. But yeah, so I'm guessing that's why Fragile, the rest of her body now looks her age, and not like shriveled up like it was before, because of because of Rainey. But you gotta just had to make it creepy with freaking Dollman. Like, what are you talking about having to maintain your youthful appearance? Is he just making a joke? If it is, it's kind of creepy. I gotta say. Anyway. Okay, so they're really emphasizing the importance of this next main order. Like, you really have to prepare for this. So, I think I might actually take on at least one standard order within this area right now. Maybe help with the animal shelter. Because yeah, the next one seems like it's going to be very extensive. It's going to be a significant one. It's going to be a big trek, lots of preparation, and that'll lead to the next big story beat, I'm sure. So, yeah, I'm not going to be playing for that much longer anyway, so I'm not going to be doing that now. Yeah, that might end up taking another hour or so. Huh, okay, now whose memories were those? Could it? I don't know if that could have been Luz. Like, could she have actually grown up before to be at least like a toddler? That can't be this. That can't be the case. Maybe that's somebody else. Maybe Lou's biological mom. Because that, I wonder if that was like during the Death Stranding as it was happening for the first time, or if like those trails in the sky were really like chiral cinders, maybe. Anyway, got a bunch of these. Yep. Kangaroos. Grassroots activities. Thank you, Rainy. Japan's globally renowned delivery company Yamato Transport has expanded to Australia. Their logo features a black cat gently carrying her kitten in her mouth, and containers bearing this logo will be transported on the monorail network. If you spot one during the course of your deliveries, be sure to stop and take a photo. Cat logo sign is not available for use. Sure. Okay. You know what? Let's go make one of these hologram grenades. There's someone in my house? What? What are you talking about? It seems an order has been issued to deliver cargo from the animal shelter to my place. What's odd is that the order came from my shelter, but there shouldn't be anyone there right now. Unless someone's broken in. Got a bad feeling about this. If it's not too much trouble, could you head to the animal shelter and see if you can find out what's going on? Oh yeah, they're definitely going to do that. That is the one that we're definitely going to do. Strange. I like that. Yeah, we'll give that a like. Because Sam's a weirdo like that. Let's go make that holo grenade. See what's going on with that. Decoy holo grenade. Let's make 2 of these. Because I feel like... yeah. We're going to need them. Or just play around with them. Have anything in the garage here? No. Yeah, because the off-roader that I left just before I picked up the kangaroo. So it should still be back near where Rainy's shelter is. But yeah, since we're going, we can't really traverse that place with a vehicle. So we're roughing it for a bit. Oh, my climbing anchors are in the other facility. Let's make one. Let's make 1 climbing anchor. Now, wait, you know what? There might be stuff shared by other porters. Nope. Nope, never mind. Yeah, let's go make at least 1 climbing anchor. Okay. And we'll keep this tar cannon on us for a bit.
Hey Sam, why don't you let the DHV Magellan take you to your next destination? Return to the ship and chart a course once you're safely aboard. You'll arrive in no time.
Yeah, sure. Let me just yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I want to do. Can I take on 2 orders, actually? I don't think I can. Yeah. 1 at a time. Can I do that? I guess I could do that. Let's see what this has to say. Let's do this. So where are we? It seems like a easy enough thing to do, yeah. Organic fertilizers. $20 more memory. What is the new stuff here? Standard contract cap boost? Whatever. Okay. Cargo management. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could still use the ladder as a sort of way to get down cliffs.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Sam! Hey, my name's Sam, too.
And I am a klutz. Supply request, weapons. Let's see. I don't really have any to donate. Not carrying a lot with me right now. I should maybe use the floating carrier actually. let's play around with that. Unless I don't have it on me. Oh, I don't have it on me. I think I offloaded it. Oh well. Yeah, I remember I could use that as like a makeshift skateboard. Because yeah, we are going down. And it's not like it's the steepest decline here, so maybe we could have used it to get around faster, but whatever. I guess I could have used like a tri-cruiser for this, but instead of the off-road pickup. Yeah, this isn't actually all that rough terrain. It was just kind of hard to tell when all those fires were going. So, whoa, almost tripped. Yeah, not good for our boots, but whatever. You can always make new ones. What was that? Oh, that's a koala. Look at that.
Sam, there's an animal that appears to be on its own. This could be a good opportunity to assist the shelter with their preservation initiative.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it looks like this little koala's hurt. It doesn't look like it's in great shape. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. We'll just have to make the next trip back, you know, the return trip. For now, we are delivering stuff to the Rainbow Valley facility and Rainy Shelter. So this is gonna have to wait a bit. I'm sure you don't mind, little man.
Welcome back, Sam. Process your orders and requests.
Okay. No, we're good. We're gonna go back to the animal shelter. I feel like it, so... Deliver and report. Yep. There you go. Organic fertilizers.
I see you've returned. Glad to have you back. Reviewing the order information now. This cargo is in tip-top shape. You are a consummate professional. I believe this data could be of use to you.
Ooh, solar generator.
With my thanks.
Charges Sam's battery. Most effective during daylight hours and less effective at night or in rain. Equipping multiple generators increases their charging speed. Okay.
We're increasing the amount of materials allocated for your use. Make the most of it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The data I'm sharing with you is for a solar generator that can be attached to your backpack. When equipped, it uses solar power to automatically recharge your batteries over time. It can be a real lifesaver, especially when you're traveling between places you know don't have traditional generators. Try it out, and I know you'll agree.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, let's check out that solar generator. Where's that? Backpack customization, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to Rainy Shelter. Let's skip that.
I will always support you.
Tools, fieldware. Blue's doing well. Let's see. Tools. Field wear. Here you go. How about you get, use that ladder? Don't really have anything else though. Maybe another container spray? How about that? Okay, and send cargo. There you go. That's completed. So, who's the creep using this terminal? Returnable. Let's do this first. Is gonna be anything? Hey! Oh god, the birds. The birds! They can, lorikeet! They're the ones sending these orders. They're smart!
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Alright. Uh-huh. Yep, cool.
Order completed. Well done.
My birds are geniuses. Yes, they are. Okay, and let's do this one. Yep. Three stars.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yep. Your birds. They're the ones issuing orders. All the likes from me. Highly evolved subspecies. Oh, look at that! Even the rainbow lorikeet is a poster. Oh, that's actually no. The quick rise and inevitable fall will happen very quickly for these birds since they found out about social media. That's gonna be the downfall. You're speedrunning civilization here. Yeah. Although I guess, yeah, if there will be animals that use social media in a way that is, I guess, very reminiscent of how humans use it, it would be, I guess, like parakeets, right? Lorikeets, parrots. Because that's what everybody does on social media, am I right? They just all parrot the same things. Alright. Cool. Perfect. That's fun.
Hey!
Okay. Northern. Oh, that's the main one. Yeah. All the 8 packages. Yeah. I got a bunch of these standard orders that I just haven't gone around to doing it. Because I've been mostly mainlining the story. Okay. Let me just check something. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this session. And, yeah. Next session, I'll, take the DHV Magellan to West Fort Knott and do this main order. Yeah, cool. Game continues to be a good time. But there is a part of me now that feels like things have gotten along very easily. Like, too easy even, that I am thinking of maybe actually bumping up the difficulty. I don't know. Put it to brutal? Is that it? That's just the... okay. Recommended for those who want a real challenge to accompany the story. Yeah, because I thought that mission rescuing the kangaroo would be, you know, would test me a bit more, but I guess maybe I shouldn't have expected that too much, considering that that was like our first mission where we have to rescue an animal and also have to deal with the fire. So, yeah, I do wonder like what is it, brutal? What exactly that means? I wish they would be more specific about it, because that's all very broad. It doesn't really say how you're going to be challenged. Are the enemies going to be more reactive? I'm thinking maybe the equipment will degrade faster. Probably, yeah. Like the environment will have a much more significant effect on your equipment. I'm guessing that's going to be it, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm thinking of maybe doing that. I'll see. I'll see how I feel again when I boot up the game. And it's something that I could switch out whenever, right? So I'm not going to be locked into that. Because, yeah, like in contrast to Death Stranding 1, it really does feel like this game has just been a much smoother experience. And I don't know if it's that positive of a thing. Because it does feel like we're still basically playing Death Stranding 1, but it's just easier. And it's not like this. It's not to say that like Death Stranding 1 was also like an incredibly difficult game, but I don't know. I think I felt the friction in that one in a more in a more interesting manner, I guess. Because in this one, like, you're really just getting so many tools, so many new powers and like upgrades and equipment to really handle any sort of obstacle the game throws at you. And it's also been very forgiving too. So yeah, I don't know. Something I'll think about. But yeah, so we got more displays of Rainy's power. Saw a bit of her background. I mean, it wasn't really all that much. Like, she was just, it's all very like kind of boilerplate, like her history. Like, oh yeah, she's different because she's weird, so she was ostracized by her group or whatever. And that's pretty much it, right? I mean, she did get pregnant. No father around, so I guess there's some implications there, like, oh, somebody just like, yeah, it was just a one-time thing, and that was it, and didn't really care about taking care of her and the baby, and I guess, yeah, Fragile found out about her and recruited her, and she was like apprehensive for a bit, like Rainy was, but didn't really take all that much convincing. I mean, yeah, I guess she was at the point of like considering actually taking her own life. So didn't really have anything else. But yeah, I think Rainy's introduction is more interesting from like a world building perspective, which I think has always been the case for the stories of Death Stranding, because it's not like any of the character development or the dialogue has been all that inspiring. I mean, it's kind of funny, and it's kind of, it's all very straightforward. Yeah. And I guess, yeah, new gameplay mechanics with the fires, so that should be interesting. I hope it becomes more of a real obstacle, because it was all just very easily dispatched with, oh yeah, the game just gives you the thing you need to take care of whatever new challenge you face. So yeah, like, there's a part of me, like my armchair game developers, like, I feel like maybe you should have had to go through this whole obstacle course, like navigating the fires without having access to the tar cannon immediately, because it just trivializes the whole thing. And maybe the game would have just given you the tar cannon after you had successfully delivered this order. So like, oh yeah, from this point onwards, if you want to, douse the fires, then you can use this tar cannon. But before that, I kind of feel like the game could have not given us that easy way of handling it and forced us to really navigate this whole area, go around the fires, and maybe use the other tools that maybe wouldn't have been very obvious in dealing with the fires, but I don't know, like throw a smoke grenade or something at it, or a blood grenade, I don't know, something like that, like use ladders to go over certain fires or whatever, you know, instead of just, oh yeah, you just have the cannon that you can just instantly refill its ammo by placing it on the ground. So yeah, like from a visual standpoint, like yeah, oh it's kind of interesting, but gameplay wise, it's kind of very perfunctory. Yeah, and I'm not so sure if putting the game on brutal difficulty would have really made that any different, right? Because I still had access to the tar cannon, and I'm not that type of video game player to just completely avoid certain mechanics just because like if the mechanic is there, I will use it because that is like, I feel like that's part of the game design. So to just completely avoid using like this thing that's been given to us would feel like I don't know, it doesn't feel like I would be artificially increasing the difficulty for myself. I don't know. Yeah. Not in a way that I feel like feels organic. Yeah, that's why it's artificial, not organic. Yeah, I don't know. Stuff to think about. Alright, that's enough for that. One more hard save. There you go. Alright, that's it for this session of Death Stranding 2 on the beach.